If you've ever met a scorpion, you probably think the most iconic part is the tail. Well, these animals ditched the tail. Pseudoscorpions are an order of arachnids you didn't know you needed in your life. Let's talk about cutest chelicerates on this episode of Taxonomy Tuesday. Those pincer pedipalps are called palpal chelae, and they're basically tiny multi-tool arms. The part that moves is the finger. The part that stays still is the hand. You can see here how it works. Their bodies are split into two main regions. The prosoma, which is the front segment that holds the eyes, mouth parts and legs, and the opisthosoma, which is the segmented abdomen. All 8 legs are attached to the prosoma, just like all other arachnids. The opisthosoma itself is composed of 12 segments. Each segment is protected by hard plates, tergites on top and sternites on the bottom. Unlike true scorpions, pseudoscorpions have a rounded rear. There is no tail or stinger here. Their coloration ranges from yellowish tan to dark brown, and the pedipalps are often in contrasting color. Eye number varies. Some species have 2, 4, or even no eyes at all. Now that we have that out of the way, let's talk taxonomy. I'm following Harvey 1992 terminology, with Benavides et al. In 2019 providing polygenetic support. The order Pseudoscorpiones is divided into 3 suborders, though one of them is sadly extinct. Paleospironida is the extinct suborder. This suborder is fully extinct, a monotypic group with only one superfamily, Dracocheloidea, and one family, Dracochelidae. One of their most notable features is the absence of chelicerae flagella and spinnerets. Unlike almost all modern pseudoscorpions, which possess a silk-producing structure on their chelicerae called galea, our guys Dracochela didn't have it. These ancient pseudoscorpions give us a glimpse into the early diversification of the group, but unfortunately they didn't leave any living descendants. This brings us to the 2 still living suborders. These 2 suborders survive to the present day, and they're separated primarily by the structure of their chelicerae flagella, tiny filament-like projections on their jaws. These flagella play roles in sensory functions and silk manipulation. A chelicerae flagellum is a unique, often complex tail-like appendage found on the mouthparts, chelicerae, of male arachnids, especially in pseudoscorpions and solifuges, which are camel spiders. Used primarily in courtship and mating, with its shape being crucial for species identification and taxonomic classifications, differing significantly across groups. This brings us to our first suborder, Heterospironida. It is the basal extant group of pseudoscorpions. It's considered primitive in the sense that it retains some features closer to the ancestral pseudoscorpions. Morphologically, heteropseudoscorpions tend to have simpler chelicerae flagella and less elaborate pedipalps compared to their Homospironida cousins. Interestingly, hetero is not very diverse. It contains only one family, which means that although it represents an ancient lineage, it hasn't radiated into many different ecological niches or morphological variations that are stable throughout time. This suborder is crucial for understanding the early evolutionary history of pseudoscorpions, but if you're looking for diversity or weird adaptations, you won't find it here. This brings us to the diverse group, Homospheronida. Homospheronida is the derived suborder, and by far the most diverse of the 2. It contains multiple families and superfamilies, making it the dominant group in terms of species richness. Please know that when I'm referring to Homo, I mean it as a shorthand for Homospironida. Members of Homo show a wide range of adaptations. Different pedipalp shapes, various chelicerae flagella structures, and even ecological specialization, from leaf litter dwellers to bark inhabiting predators. Leave a comment if you want me to go more in depth in the different groups here. Phylogenetically, Homo represents a radiation that occurred after the divergence of hetero. meaning these pseudoscorpions are younger in evolutionary terms, but much more speciose. They've exploited more evolutionary niches and show a broader range of body sizes, behaviors, and morphologies. For instance, some families within Homo have evolved extremely elongated pedipalps for prey capture, while others have reduced eyes or specialized silk glands. So, in conclusion, if hetero is the grandparent lineage keeping the ancient ways alive, Homo is the sprawling, hyperactive family reunion that dominates the pseudoscorpion world. Most of the pseudoscorpions you'll encounter in the wild belong to Homo, and they display the full spectrum of what this incredible order can do. Thanks to @BigBoobsMcGoo for the recommendation. Leave a like if you found this informative and a comment about what you want to see next. I've been your host, Belgian Bugs, and this has been Taxonomy Tuesday. If you want to watch other videos, you can find them here.